Alright, fifth graders, so your geometry study guide should be one that you're really working on, but I know some kids asked if I would do it with you to show you how to do it. This one, we need to count how many across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we know it's 6 wide. And then remember with triangles, we want the shortest distance from the base to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. This right here would be where we would normally put a dotted line, and we would say it's 4. And then we can just find our area by saying 6 times 4 is 24, and then we're going to divide that by 2 because it's a triangle, and we only want half. So our area for that one would be 12. This one, our base is a little bit different. Our base is it has moved slightly, so I'm going to actually turn this upside down for thinking purposes here. So you can see a nice straight line here, right across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, going that way. And then our shortest distance from the base to the top, here's our highest one. So we're going to count straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that one's 5. And we would draw a dotted line if we wanted to. 7 times 5 is 35. And then you need to divide that by 2, and you'd get 17.5, or 17.5, however you want to phrase that. This one, our base is this way, so I'm turning it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 that way. And then the shortest distance from the base to the top, we would go straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our distance up is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. And don't forget the divided by 2. And if you divided it by 2, you'd get 12.5 for that one. Our next one is the surface area. Just going to cover this one up for now so we can stay focused. Our surface area for this shape right here, we need to figure out all the different sides, and it is not a cube, because you can see that this is a rectangular prism, so we need to figure out all the surface areas. We know that we'll have 2 that are the same here, and a top and a bottom that are the same, and a side to side, but our top and our side are not necessarily the same. So let's figure out our front and our back right now. If this is 3, then we need to figure out how tall it is. There's no number there, but we can figure it out by looking here. If this is 2 meters, this also is 2. So 3 times 2 is 6, and we've got a back, so we've got 6 plus 6 to start. And then we can do this side. We've got all the numbers there. 8 and 2. 8 times 2 is 16. And if it's 16 here, the other side is also going to be 16. And then we've got our top. We don't know the top here. It's not given, but if we look down here, we can see this is 3. So this also must be 3. And then we need how long it is, and it's 8 long. 8 times 3 is 24. So I've got a top and a bottom. Let's make sure we have 6, because we know prisms have 6 faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you'd add all of those up to find out how many meters squared it is. This one, it looks like a cube, but it doesn't say for sure. We can figure it out though. If this is 10 and this is 10, well, we know that this is going to be the same as that, so this must be 10. And 10 times 10 will be 100. So we've got this side plus that other side. 100 plus 100. And it looks like we do have a cube, because 10 times 10 is going to be 100. So we've got our back side and our front side. And then we've got our top and bottom to figure out still. Our top, if this is 10 here, then this is also 10. And if this is 10, then this is 10. 10 times 10 is still 100, and that's our top, and our bottom will be the same. And now we know all prisms have 6 sides. Not all prisms, all rectangular prisms have 6 sides. Let's make sure we have 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I bet you'll figure out already 600s is going to be 600. Alright, now we've got volume, not surface area, volume. The volume is the one where we multiply 3 times. Something times something times something for volume. And we know our height right here is 8, but don't forget this part, because this part's going to be kind of important. We know that it is a square prism because it tells us that it's a square prism. So if the base is 14 and this is a square, then these sides, something times something, has to equal 4. What were those somethings? They have to be the same number because it's a square. So this must be 2 and this must be 2. Okay, so now we've got some numbers to work with. If this is 2, this is also 2. And we need, for volume, it was base times height times width, we called it. Part of this is already done. We already have our base, the area of the base. We just need one more number. So really we could do just 4 times 8 and we would be good. But if we want to, we can do all of them. So we would say our first number here is 2, and our other number is 2, and then our last number is 8, and 2 times 2 is 4, as we've got right here, times 8. 8 times 4 is 32, and then we're going to have feet, and this time, since we multiplied feet times feet times feet, we want it to be feet cubed. This one, we'll try and focus our eye over on this one here for volume of that shape, and this time it's a rectangular prism. It doesn't say it's a square, so we're going to need to figure some things out. Again, the area of our base is 6. Now, which one is our base? We've talked about that so many times in class. The way it's turned, it looks like this is our base, but is it really? Because we know with a prism that the 4 sides are going to be rectangles and 2 sides are going to be exactly the same. Here's our base is actually right here. This is our base. These are the sides, so it's just tipped on its side. So if this is 3, 3 times something will equal 6. What is that? 3 times 2 would equal 6. So we know that this side right here has to be a 6. Really, for volume, we don't need to do anything more except take our 6 times 4 and get 24. But if we want to keep following our formula, base times height times width, we can get all of them, and then we would have our little b. Remember, big B means area of the base. So we would have our, well, I'm kind of doing this in a funny way, but we'll do 3 times 2 times 4, and we should get 24, just as if we did 6 times 4 is 24, 3 times 2 is 6, times another 4 will equal 24. And we're inches, and anytime you have inches times inches times inches, you want it to be inches cubed. Alright, let's flip it over. Oh, here we go. Some more volume. Volume of a regular prism. That means a prism has the 2 bases. This time it's all given. We don't have the area of the base, so we just need to do 3 times 8 times 2 to figure that one out. 3 times 8 is 24, times 2 will equal 42, and don't forget we want our meters cubed on that one. What shape will this net make? So we're done with volume. Our net, if you folded it up, you see the triangle sides, so you know that it is not a prism. Prisms have rectangle sides. This one is a pyramid, and the shape of its base gives its name, so this one would be a square pyramid. On the actual test, you can circle one. You don't have to write the word. So if you're not sure how to spell pyramid, don't worry. Don't panic. Tomorrow you'll just be able to circle the name. Alright, looking at the net right here, this is one of those funny ones because it doesn't have, it's not a prism, it doesn't have rectangles, it's not a pyramid, it doesn't have triangles. This one, we practiced in class a couple times, would make a cone if you folded it up, and this would be the base. Area of the parallelogram, this we practiced in class today. Remember the formula? You did this in 4th grade as well. The area for a parallelogram is the same as for a rectangle, base times height. Because remember, if we took this little piece right here and moved this little piece over here, we would have that rectangle, and we actually did that last year in 4th grade. But here's our base. Our base is 4, and our height, if we go straight up, would be 1.5. So 4 times 1.5. Remember, you just pretend that there's no decimal for now. 5 times 4 is 20. Carry the 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. And there's 1 decimal place, so we move it over, and you get an area of 6. On the test, there won't be these. You don't have to worry about the decimals, but just be aware of how to do it. But multiplying decimals is not a 5th grade standard, so you won't get any like that. All right, now this area, we're going to have to break this up into pieces. So we have a square here, a 2 by 2 square. 2 times 2 is 4, so we know the area of that one. Here's where it gets tricky. We know its height, but we don't know its base. But we kind of do, because we know that if this is 4 total, and this little piece right here is 2, 2 plus 2 is going to equal 4, so I have 2 left that need to go in these spots. So 2, and then we have to divide it into the 2 places. So this must be 1, and this must be 1. So let's think. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll equal that total. Now we can figure out the area of those triangles. 2 times 1 is 2. Divided by 2 is 1. So this one actually has an area of 1. Same thing. This has the exact same numbers, so this will also be 1. So let's add up our pieces. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is going to equal 6. Now we've got to do the same thing with this one. We're going to break it up. Alright, this is one where we need to break it up. And we already know that this one is 13, so we're going to do 13 times 8 to find the area of this. And then on this one, we know that the total area is 19. 19 minus 13 leaves a height here for this triangle of 6. 13 plus 6 will equal that total length of 19. And we already know the length of the base because it's given right here. So this one, we're going to do an 8 times 6. 6 and 8 is 48. And then divide it by 2 to get this area. And then add area A plus area B to get your total area for right up here. Okay, moving on quick because I'm almost out of time here. A cube. Thinking about the shape of a cube, how many bases? It has 2 bases. Faces, we've talked about that so many times, kids. I hope you remember it has 6 faces. Vertices, those are those points or those edges on it. And vertices, a cube should have 8. And edges, those are the sides of it. The sides of that would be 12. I'm going to pull some of these shapes up. Alright, so with our edges, we're going to count edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hopefully I got them all. Here's our square pyramid. Number of bases, just the 1. And we can see all the other sides are triangles. Faces, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the bottom makes it 5. Vertices, it's got 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, so a total of 5 vertices. And then our last one, edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 edges on that. And then our last shape is the triangular prism. Looks like this. Number of bases, we know it's 2 because this is not a square, so it has to be the base. It's not a square or a rectangle because prisms have only rectangles for sides. So 2 bases. Faces, we've got these 3, 4, 5, so a total of 5. And then vertices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. And then our last one, edges. we've got 1, 2, 3, 4,